What it do? Bad Sound Crew. Hey man, listen, today the boy is back. I won my fight. I'm alive. And I'm here to do what's really important. And that is to give you guys the UFC 306 Noche Riyadh season, whatever this card is called, to give you the bingo card prediction. Now, these are not fight predictions if you haven't seen this series before. These are predicting moments and things that are going to happen during Embedded, the press conference, the pay-per-view, the post-fight, all this type of stuff relating to the commentary, the fighters, just moments that are going to happen throughout fight week. We've got bingo a couple of times before, so basically what I'm trying to say is these are accurate predictions for the fucking week that's ahead of us, boys, all right? Dude, imagine not fucking being hyped for this card, dude. Dude, me and Schmitty are going to fucking pull so many Latinas in this card, dude. Listen, bro, let's get into this first one I got here. I haven't looked at this since, like, before I fought. Okay, Merab wins the press conference. 110% this will happen. Merab, the thing about Sean O'Malley is, first of all, he has the press conference game of, like, prime Kawhi Leonard. Like, just, I'm a fun guy. I like to laugh. Like, he doesn't really have any charm or aura on the mic when he's on a press conference. And I also think that the broken English of Merab means he's not going to be able to one-up him on the mic. Like, he kind of got Aljo a couple of times because Aljo talks like a normal person, and O'Malley's like, dude, you're freaking gay, dude. You know, like, he could find a little, like, you know, sneaky shot like that, but against Merab, not gonna work, dude. O'Malley's gonna try and say something. Dude, I'm gonna freaking ping this kid's head off the can. Hey, one more thing, you guys. I don't speak Russian, bro. I am from Mexico, bro. Like, you can't do anything about that. So, I think Merab's gonna get the crowd on his side. I think he's gonna win the press conference. But I also think that they're all probably gonna be cheering for O'Malley on the fight night just because, you know, it's Vegas casuals that paid $4,000 to go see it. Yeah, Merab's going to win the press conference, though. Let's move on. What do we got? Musical performance, dude. Yeah, I have a bad feeling that this Riyadh season money means we're going to see fucking Lil Baby or, like, Jelly Roll. I'd actually be so mad if it was, like, Jelly Roll, like, Post Malone or some just ridiculous shit that no one needs to be listening to right now. Taking up spots on a pay-per-view. Because there's only 10 fights, and they're showing movies in between every fight. Like, Dana White literally is like a 12. Dude, this card's badass. I'm going to show movies on the screen. Dude, shut up. I want to see fights. But yeah, I have a bad feeling I'm going to get a musical performance during this. Using the Sphere's capabilities. I'm going to throw this on the bingo card. Let's move on. What do we got? Insane. Yeah, dude, cross this off right now. Cross it off now. Diego Lopez is going to pull up in an insanely drippy outfit during fight week. Probably multiple hard fits during the week. I've got a light forecast of some drip coming in this week. I'm feeling that my boy's going to pull up absolutely swagged out to the press conference. I can confirm this right now. Diego Lopez is one of the swaggiest white boys in the UFC. Let's move on, though. What do we got? Comical. Oh, yeah, dude. Yes. Valentina Shevchenko when she loses. The thing about this fucking co-main event that pisses me off is Grasso, if a male champion defended their belt with a draw and had a custom belt and fought once a year, you guys would be preying on this man's downfall, but instead you're asking for feet pics. And Shevchenko, when she lost the belt to Grasso, she had all these fucking excuses. She made like, I remember 5 interviews where she basically just said, oh, I woke up sick, I was feeling kind of bad, it's just kind of a fluke. Nobody said anything. I'm not going to ignore. I'm sorry, you want equal treatment. This is what comes with it, dude. Grasso, Mickey, whatever her name is, she's probably going to win. And I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to cope the house down with some excuses about it being rigged, which it might be because, you know, Mexican Independence Day. I wonder who they want to win at the Sphere in the Mexican card. I wonder which one Dana White really wants to be champion right now. The 38-year-old woman who's not Mexican or the 25-year-old Ariana Grande baddie that everyone's obsessed with. I wonder who, but let's move on. Oh yeah, majority finishes. Dude, no, okay. All right, the hardcores are going to claim the card was actually good the whole time. What do I mean by this? I made a video saying, listen guys, the Sphere card's not even that bad. Most of us only care about 3 top fights anyways. I'm not expecting UFC 300 level card building. I think Dana White's glaze has been misinterpreted. Like, it's a different flavor of glaze. He wasn't saying that the UFC... I'd feel like Drickus right now. I'm not saying the card's going to be better than 300. I said it's going to be more of a spectacle than 300. Totally different, mate. Completely misunderstanding, mate. I never said it'd be a good card. I just said it'd be a spectacle. I think that's what he means. I think he's talking about the Law & Order SVU Emmy-directed Emmy-nominated directors running the Sphere that are going to play Merab's goblin head getting bounced off the canvas in HD. I think he's talking about the spectacle of the Sphere and not the actual quality of the card. And I think he's hoping that it's going to carry the actual pay-per-view, just the novelty of the Sphere, which it's not working. But I think that the people that are in my comments being like, dude, this card's fucking trash, dude, they are majority like mismatches, and I think there are going to be a lot of finishes on this card. And people are going to be like, dude, this card was fucking sick, dude. It was actually good the whole time. Casuals are complaining about this. I can definitely see that happening in the Instagram comments after the card. So I'm going to throw that on my bingo card here. Let's move on to another one. This actually kind of already happened, but not this week. At least one weight miss fight cancellation. Someone pulled out, and now Joshua Van is on the card, which is good. I'm very happy to see my boy Joshua Van on the card. Shout out to Joshua Van. I don't know why I like saying his full name every single time. Shout out to Joshua Van. But yeah, I feel like we may get another fight cancellation or a weight miss. I can just see this card being a complete disaster as we get closer to this. Maybe I'm just praying that this just all blows up in Dana White's face. And he's like, what's the question? Yeah, we had to play Minions 2. Dana White runs out of fights and he has to play fucking Minions 2 Rise of Gru on the prelims instead of fight. What's the question? Yeah, we played Minions 2. Yeah, movie's badass, kid. Alright. Oh, fuck, that'd be funny. But yeah, I feel like one fight cancellation and this card's going to absolute shit. And I could definitely see that happening. That'd be very funny. Oh my god. Let's move on to, what do I got here? Oh, dude, yeah, dude. Dana White is going to turn beet red. He's going to get pressed about Canelo. He's going to get pressed about John Jones again. They're going to ask him about that little I am ducking Tom Aspinall thing that got edited in. We are getting a 20-minute Dana White, John Jones rant. We're getting a Dana White, Oscar De La Hoya rant. We're getting prime Dana back, dude. Dana Pink, he's showing up to this Sphere press conference. Because you know, all week, he's just seeing the fucking comment sections. His DMs are probably just, yo, Baldy, this card's trash, oil up. Like, he's probably on the fucking edge right now. So, I think Dana White is going to have an explosive rant about Canelo and probably mention John Jones at some point. That's pretty much a lock. What else do we have here? Yeah, one hyped up fight is boring as fuck. The only problem with my theory that you only need 3 good fights on a card and the rest have to just be exciting matchups. If one of them's trash, you're starting to get cooked. And I have a bad feeling that either I could see O'Malley Merab ending up being really boring if O'Malley doesn't KO him. I think Ortega Lopez could be, but Ortega's such a fucking marauder. Grasso Shevchenko is not really hyped up. I don't know. One of these like Mexican prospect fights that Dana White's going on about. I could see one of them ending up being really boring and just people are like, bro, what the fuck is this doing on the main? Yeah, one of these fucking hype trains on the main card or on the prelims is probably gonna have a boring fight, and it's just gonna dead the momentum of the event. I feel like that's pretty fair to say. Let's move on. This one's for the press conference, dude. This is, oh my god. Reporters ask boring Mexico-related questions. Dude, what are they doing? Because I know what's going to happen at the press conference. We're going to have Merab and O'Malley up there, and instead of asking them about their skits and asking them about their fight, hey, question for Sean. Sean, what does it mean to you to represent what does it mean for you to be part of Mexican Independence Nacho Day? What does it mean to you to be part of UFC Nacho Day? What does that mean to you? What do you love about Mexico? You know, like, why, how do I know already that these cunts are just going to get up there and just ask non-stop, hey, Dana, when are you going back to Mexico? It's like, why don't you just ask some fucking real questions, dude? You know, ask Ortega about the rebirth, dude. Ask some serious, hard-hitting, journalistic question instead of these boring Mexico questions. But we will get them. This is a lock. Get ready to hear Merab have to try and explain what Mexico means to him. And get ready for Dana White to pretend that it's a big deal. Let's move on. This is a nice one. This is actually a wholesome one. Sometimes I have, like, bad ones on here. I'm going to add a wholesome one, dude. Merab picks up O'Malley after the fight to show respect. I think Merab is going to pick up O'Malley maybe in the fight, but I think after the fight, we're going to have O'Malley and Merab are going to hug it out. They're going to be bros. They're going to have mad respect. And I can see Merab being the type of guy that when he gets chinned by O'Malley, he's like, picks him up to like celebrate with him. So I'm going to say Merab has a like macho man celebration with O'Malley, and they have respect. They're bros after the fight. That's what I'll say, dude. All right, let's move on. What do we got? Jones and Miocic announced. That's definitely fucking happening. And the Charles Oliveira fight, too. Let me dream, man. Let me dream, bro. Let me fucking dream that we get an announcement for UFC 309 and it's like Jones versus Miocic, Oliveira versus Hooker, Oliveira versus someone cool. Please let this be like, or Oliveira versus Volk. Like, dude, give me something good. I'm hoping that, because we usually do get pay-per-view fights announced. There's a truck outside my house honking. We usually do get pay-per-views announced at the end of the one currently happening. Like at the end of 302, they'll announce like 303, 304, right? Same thing here. I'm hoping we get the MSG announcement or we get something along the lines of like, yeah, Jones Miocic, that's done. And we got Oliveira Volk and we're going to do the full card this week. Like hopefully we get something like that. And I'm going to say we do. Let's throw it on the bingo card. What else do we got here, dude? Slim pickings, dude. Like, I'm looking at this card, and there's just a bunch of fucking jabronis on this card. But I will say this, Zellhuber Masterclass. Now, you may not know who Zellhuber is, bro. I had to Google him a couple of times before I made this video. But my sources tell me that he's actually quite good. And I think Daniel Zellhuber is his name. He looks like Ryan Garcia. I think he's going to put on a masterclass. And I think he's going to be one of these prospects that people, all of a sudden, because he got added to fucking UFC 5, dude, Daniel Zellhuber's freaking serious problem, dude. He's going to be the fucking lightweight champion, dude. Like, he's one of these fighters that's definitely going to end up getting overly glazed for, like, beating up nobodies because he's Mexican. But yeah, I'm going to say Zellhuber actually does have a good performance on this card. And every time I put a masterclass bingo card, that fighter wins. So you're fucking welcome, Daniel Zellhuber. Let's move on. Dana White pressed about the ticket prices. You know, alongside the Canelo rant and the Oscar De La Hoya rant, alongside the, listen kid, John Jones, right? Alongside that, we're going to get someone, because these reporters are getting real, like, man with Dana lately, bro. They've been really pressing this little dude lately, bro. And I feel like someone's going to press Dana and be like, what's up with the ticket prices? Why did they drop so drastically? How's this card performing? You know, do you think you could have stacked the card more? Like, what do you say to the people that are saying this card's understacked? I feel like Dana White's going to get absolutely pressed at Media Day about this. Maybe for the Contender Series, he gets pressed about all this shit. I could definitely see that. And I'm going to say we get a pretty spicy day. I just can't wait to see a Dana White interview this week. I am dying to see this Dana White interview because I feel like we're going to get all of these things that I've mentioned. I'm throwing it on the bingo card. What do we got next? This is my Mickey Mouse fucking spot. Ortega or Shevchenko wins. If you had Grasso or Lopez on your what's it called, parlay, I'm sorry to tell you, brother. Every time I put one of these, both of them fucking win. Like, I remember I put, like, Delidze. I was like, there's no way Delidze wins, but I'll put him on the bingo card. I put Kai Kara France, Dan Hooker on a bingo card. They both won. So, I'm not saying Brian Ortega and Valentina Shevchenko are going to win. I'm just saying I'm putting them on my bingo card. Either one of them wins in an upset. Cross that off your list. You are on progress to bingo, my brother. I think it's going to happen, dude. Let's move on. Speaking of Ortega, I'm glad you asked. Listen, dude. What the Eagle does is he gets 7 title shots in his career, dude. I think Topuria is going to promise the winner of Ortega and Lopez a title shot via Twitter after the fight happens. So I think when Ortega beats Diego Lopez, Ilia Topuria is going to tweet out some shit like, see you soon, or some fucking, I don't know, some zesty fucking tweet about, I'm like sniffing my own farts right now, and you know what, Ortega, you're next. Like some terrible tweet that Topuria is going to put out with a little rose emoji next to it and a black and white photo of himself. I think the winner of this fight will probably get to be like, yeah, I'm the number one contender. So yeah, Topuria is going to tweet during the main event, or during the Real People's main event of Ortega versus Lopez, and promise the winner a title shot. Let's move on. Tim Welch, Merab confrontation fight week. This has been brewing. When they did the media day at the fucking Sphere, and Merab was trying to press O'Malley about that shit. And I think we're going to get it, boys. I think we're going to get like an embedded episode 2, episode 3 type moment. I could see maybe episode 5, like at the press conference. They run into each other backstage and they have like a bit of a argument or confrontation. I just feel like Merab is going to get in so much shit. Every single Merab fight week, I feel like he's constantly just running into everyone that, like every one of his ops, he just runs into them on fight week, bro. So I'm going to say Tim Welch and Merab have a heated confrontation this week. throw that on the bingo card. I'm pretty confident in that one. Let's move on. I want to talk about the sphere itself. Okay, I've seen some photos of Dana White in that shit. I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm maybe I'm like in a minority here. Drew Dober, calm down. So what I mean. Maybe I'm in a minority here. I'm actually excited to see the sphere, and I think it's gonna be cool. I think that the fucking projector behind the octagon and like the one row of seats that just goes backwards is gonna look sick. And I feel like Dana White has pumped a lot of money into this, and it is gonna be cool. But I will throw this on my bingo card because I know it's gonna happen. Presentation is cool. Large sections cannot see. Why can I see tweets of people being like, bro, I literally cannot see the fight happening right now. Bro, I literally can't see anything. Why can I see people being like, bro, people paid $700 for this. They can't even fucking see. I just know there's going to be some sort of fucking section where you just cannot see anything in the sphere. You can't see the fight happening. You can barely see the corner of the screen on the sphere. I feel like there's going to be some sort of, malfunction, if that's what you want to call it, just because it's such a new technology for the UFC. And no one's done sports in there, so I think it's going to have some troubleshooting problems. And I'm going to say we get some viral, semi-viral people being like, dude, I literally cannot see anything. That's my prediction. Maybe that's a niche prediction, but I think that's going to happen. Let's move on. More traditional one. Massive underdog wins brutally, coping ensues. Here's the thing about the sphere card, you guys. Listen, dude, we're going to fucking deport it. No, I'm just kidding. But dude, the thing about the sphere card is, like I said before, it's mainly mismatches. Like, we've got fucking Ode Osborne on there. We've got fucking Arichi Lang versus Raul Rosas Jr. A lot of these are set up so that the Mexican fighter wins. Is basically what it seems like, right? And I feel like most people are going to pick a Mexican sweep. And with that being said, I don't see any of these prospects that are so good that I'm like, yeah, 100% they're going to fucking win. I could see Ode Osborne winning. I could see Raul Rosas Jr. losing, bro. Like, I'm not going to pick that, but I could see it happening. And I feel like one of these Mexican hype trains is going to lose pretty badly, and people are going to be coping pretty hard. I feel like that's pretty reasonable to say. I'm going to throw that on my bingo card. I feel like dude, pump the brakes, dude. All right, let's move on. Daniel Cormier or Joe Rogan makes fun of the long pay-per-view name. I can definitely see Daniel Cormier flubbing the name of the... Dude, Riyadh season. I can't even do Daniel Cormier. I can only do Dean Thomas. So I'm sorry, I can't do DC's voice impression, but I definitely think he will be flubbing, fucking up the name of the pay-per-view. Joe Rogan will be asking questions about, what's it called? Riyadh Nache season? I don't know. This is a badass fight card. I just feel like they're going to have some sort of thing to say about how crazy the name is. I know Joe Rogan's going to be glazed overdrive for the Mexicans. Fair enough. But speaking of Joe Rogan, let me just get these all out of the way right now with the Joe Roganisms that we're going to get on this card. I know you guys have been missing the Roganisms. He wasn't at 304 or 305. He's back, hopefully. These are all the Roganisms I think he's going to say during the O'Malley fight. The elite of the elite. He always says that about Sean O'Malley. This kid's a sniper. He tricks you with the Lamborghinis. He tricks you with the hair, but this kid is a sniper. He's the elite of the elite. I also think we're going to get the classic Roganisms of, that leg is done. Yeah, that leg's done. One leg kick, that leg is completely done. Yeah, he's not throwing that right hand. I think he broke it. Oh, he just threw it there, though. These are all... Yeah, cross this off right now. This is a free spot for you guys. The Roganisms are back, and they're going to be out in full force, bro. He's been warming up. He shot a terrible comedy stand-up special, bro. I actually watched that shit. It was trash. He just needs to stick to fucking yapping on UFC, dude. Let's move on, though. What do we got? Dana White shoots down bonus numbers. I think after 304, someone's going to ask Dana to, like, oh, since it's a sphere, can we do 100K bonuses or some shit like that? And Dana White's going to shut it down. The whole crowd's going to start booing. I definitely think this is going to happen at the press conference. I'm going to throw that on my bingo card. Let's move on to some Sean O'Malley trash talk. And I'm just going to throw in my O'Malleyism here. Put his lights out. Every O'Malley interview... Dude, I'm going to freaking put his lights out. I'm going to freaking bounce Merab's hat off the canvas, dude. Literally, I'm going to freaking bounce Merab's hat off the canvas, put his lights out. Me and Schmitty are going to freaking... Hit the Vegas Strip and get some Latina baddies, dude. Dude, imagine not picking me against Merab, dude. I'm going to put his freaking lights out, dude. I'm going to faceplant Merab. So, Yeah, I'm going to throw that on there. That's a free one throughout fight week. And now, the last two. These are make or break for a bingo. They're opposite predictions, but they may help you or they may hurt your bingo. But that's the risk that we take, all right? We're either going to get O'Malley highlight reel KO, where he completely... this is what I think is going to happen. He's going to flatline KO Merab pretty badly. I think that's going to happen, right? And we get like an Eddie Wineland type KO of Merab. I think Merab's going to get slumped in this fight, and it's... He's not, I don't see what he's going to do to O'Malley except for wrestle. He literally cannot finish him. But we either get the O'Malley highlight reel KO to complete the bingo, or we get the Merab 50-45. I feel like these are the only two outcomes of this fight. Is O'Malley flatlines this guy brutally in like round 1 or 2, or Merab dominates him 50-45. I don't know. I feel like O'Malley's going to win. But I know that if Merab wins, it will be 50-45. There is no like, O'Malley 48-47 decision. I think it's either O'Malley flatlines this dude and leaves him laying like a fucking cockroach, or Merab just mogs him for 5 rounds. Hey, one more thing, you guys. I don't speak Russian, bro. Hey, O'Malley. These are my bingo card predictions. Let me know down below though, guys. What do you think's going to happen during fight week? If you don't have an answer, sometimes the best response is no response. It is what it is, dude. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Appreciate all the messages about my fight. I did win by decision. I did the Max Holloway point to the center and brawled for the last 10 seconds. So I went out there like a true marauder and I got the W. I appreciate all the messages about it. I'll try and watch it on stream soon when I get back on. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. Drop a like. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I will see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.